Hey, please welcome back to my page. I'm glad seeing you guys again. It's a host of Mark. Okay, I decided to talk about education and school, but I got to a conversation with somebody and then I decided to talk about doubt. Because I found out that most of us haven't overcome doubt yet, and most of us are still struggling with doubt. So before I read the definition of doubt, I want to read James 2 chapter 1 verse 6. And it says, "But let him ask in faith with no doubting, for the one who doubts is like the wave of the sea that is driven and tossed by the wind." Now, what do you understand by doubt? What do you understand by doubt? Doubt is a feeling of uncertainty or lack of conviction. It is that feeling that makes one not to achieve a lot of things due to fear or giving that person a lot of reasons why one should not go through it. That is doubt. Don't get me wrong, there's a difference between bad doubts and good doubts. Doubt is not really a bad thing, but it is a bad thing when you don't want to go through it. The difference between bad doubt and good doubt is that bad doubt makes you or hold you not to do what you're supposed to do, while good doubt motivates you, give you this speed to do or to find out something. That is the difference between good doubt and bad doubt. Now let's go down to the biblical meaning of doubt. The biblical meaning of doubt. Doubt, according to James chapter 1 verses to 8. James chapter 1 verses to 8 tells us that a doubting man is an unstable or divided man who has insufficient faith to lay hold the promises of God. I'll say it again. A doubting man is an unstable or divided man who has insufficient faith to lay hold the promises of God. That is what James chapter 1 verse 6 to 8 tells us. Now let me ask you a question. Doubt, is it really a sin? Doubt, is it really a sin? Just think of the answer and then give me the answer below the comment section box, just below at the comment side. Give me the answer there. All right, thank you. Now as we continue, the disadvantages of doubt. Doubt can lead to indecision, lack of action, and stagnation. Indecision, lack of action, and stagnation. What I mean is that having doubts in yourself is that it's make you stagnant. It makes you stay in one place instead of you to move forward. You can't move forward because you are having doubts. And before you make a decision, it takes time before you make a decision that you're supposed to make within how many days. Before you make the decision, it will take months, it will take years. And before you even take action on something you're supposed to take action now, you just, it takes time before you take action, and then people will just use the opportunity to do something else. That is one disadvantage of doubt. Two, doubt can lead to feeling and anxiety, causing stress to our mental or well-being. Doubt can make someone mental state not to be stable, because you'll be thinking, okay, for example, let me give you an example. There was one day in my school I was chosen to do something, to give a speech, but I was like, what if I say something and people laugh? I was asking myself, my speech was good, they read it, but it was nice. But like, what if I say something and then they start laughing? Look at me, my small stature and kind of stuff. But after some time, I just decided to say it. Although I was, if you know me very well, I had this kind of stage fright. So after some time, when I said it, they just clapped. They clapped on. But before I said that thing, I was thinking, I was not really stable. I had anger issue. Anybody that name me, I'll just give that person back, back. So you see, it makes the mental state not to be stable. It makes the mental state not to be stable. Three, that can cause low self-esteem, lack of confidence, and then can make one not to pursue his or her dream. Doubt can cause low self-esteem, lack of confidence. If you have doubt in yourself, I don't think you have any confidence in yourself, or I don't think you go far. If you are doubting yourself that you cannot do this thing, people know that you can do this thing, but you yourself, you are doubting yourself that what if you do this thing and it goes in the wrong way? You can't go far. That's what doubt does. Doubt can cause low self-esteem, lack of confidence, and can make one not to pursue his or her dream. 4, doubt can create barrier in communication and trust in relationship with others. Doubt can cause can cause barriers in communication and trust in relationship with others. If you have doubt in yourself, there's now you can't trust any other person. You can't even trust yourself. Yes, if you have that in yourself, it will be hard for you to trust yourself that you can do this thing. And you cannot communicate well with others. You cannot communicate well with them because you cannot tell this person to give you advice, because you feel like if the person give you advice, the advice might not even work out well for you. If you give yourself advice, your own advice might not even work out for you. So that's what doubt does. That causes barrier. It creates barrier in communication and trust with others. So how do you know a doubtful person? How do you know a doubtful person? One, a doubtful person have trouble in keeping their story straight or behavior straight. If you have a friend or a family or a loved one that behavior is not straight, the person love keeping their trouble, like the behavior is like this, corner, almost naturally you know that you cannot have trust in that person. Your mind is always doubting this person, that this person might be okay, this person might have something else in mind. You and that person might not, as in you guys spirits might not collide well. That's how you know that this person is a doubtful person. Two, a doubtful person is always hesitant in answering question directly. If you have a friend or a loved one that when you're asking that person question, before the person will answer you, the person will take time. The person might even be looking for another answer to give you, or the person might even answer you with a question. Just like when you ask the person a question, the person answer you with a question. I have a friend that anytime I'm with this girl and she's in trouble, I do help the girl out though, but when I ask her how, after helping her out, when I ask her how do you get into this trouble, then she will not start asking me one question, trying to shift me away from the topic I'm asking her, and then I got to find out that this one, I feel just my mind normally I'll feel you doubting the person that maybe I don't even cause it. You might not be the one that caused it, but my mind I've already concluded that you are the person, as in you cause this thing. But anyhow, I'm your friend, I can still help you out. If I can't help you out, God will help you out. So that's how you know a doubtful person. Person will not always answer your question straight. Person might even answer your question with a question or try to shift away from the topic that you are talking about. So a doubtful person tries to avoid serious conversation and trying to brush out any doubt about them. To know a doubtful person is it's not that easy, but with the grace of God it's that easy. For example, what this thing says is that if you have a friend or a loved one that when you're already having doubts about them, when you're even having this doubt feeling about them, and they got to know, they try to brush out those doubt feelings that you have about them. More like pretending. At some point they pretend for some time so that you will not think that this is what they are. You will not think that this is their true color. This is what this means. A doubtful person tries to avoid a serious conversation with you or try to brush out any doubt feeling about them. Now, ways to clear doubts within yourself. One, take time to reflect on the sources of your doubts and explore reasons behind your problems. Take time to reflect on the source of your doubt and explore reasons behind your problems. What all this means, like, you should try to sit down, meditate to yourself, ask yourself questions, like try to explore the reason why you're having this problem. Try to explore the reason why you're having this doubt feeling about this particular thing. Take time, reflect on the source of the doubt. Ask yourself, okay, what is this thing? What is making me have this feeling? What is the source of this doubt? Reflect on the source of the doubt and then explore the reasons behind your problem. 2, educate yourself on the topic causing doubt. You can educate yourself by watching video, asking for advice, reading novels about the problem you are facing, about why you are having this doubt of a particular thing. 3, consult others by talking to trusted friends, family members that are experienced about this particular problem. Like I said, always be among people that are experienced so that when you need help, it will be easy for you to get. Always be among people that are trusted. That are experienced, so that when you consult them, they can give you advice. People that have passed through that level before. Be among those people that have passed through that level before, so that when you are passing through the level, it will be easy for you to pass through the level and come out from it. Yes, always be among those people that are really, really experienced. It's really helpful. Don't be among people that are not experienced at all, that are facing the same problem, and then they'll be giving you advice, and then you'll be jumping from pan to fire. Be among people that are experienced. 4, deep meditation, calm your mind and allowing doubt to disappear. Sometimes I love to be alone because I feel when I think about myself, when I think about my life, how I'm going to feel. Yes, students that are done with universities, students are done, I think they do these things a lot. They sit down, they meditate, and then they think about what they're going to do after university, the life they're going to live after university, the job they're going to be doing after university. Life after university is really tough. That's why you need to sit down. That is when doubt comes. That is when the mighty doubt comes. Life after university, because you know you're capable of doing this thing. You know you're capable of doing this thing, but after some time you just be asking yourself, I do this thing. Why now? Because normally you'll be meeting new people, new faces. So this kind of doubt feeling will be entering in. So all you just need to do is to sit down, calm your mind, meditate on yourself, and then try to make doubt disappear. Then give yourself positive vibe. Always boost your self-esteem. Nobody can boost your self-esteem more than you can do. Yes, nobody can boost your self-esteem more than you can do. Always boost your self-esteem. Give yourself positive vibe and avoid people that has negative vibe. Avoid people that have negative vibe. I have one guy, he's my friend. This guy is always negative. Oh, you can only give this guy positive vibe. This guy can only think positively when you are too close to him, and you that have positive vibe, make sure that your positive vibe karaka. So this guy is very, very negative. This guy is very, very negative. Unfortunately, even when he's negative, he gets things easily, maybe because of God blessing or something like that. But always be around people that are positive. Try to boost your self-esteem. And just avoid people that are negative, that are negatively minded. Don't be around people that thinks negatively, that think that this might not go well, even though you try, like, this might not go well, let me just forget about it. Why risking it? See, sometimes you have to risk it to make it. Before you make it in life, you have to risk things. So you have to risk it to make it. That is ways to clear doubt within ourselves. And before I conclude, I want to read in the book of Mark 11:23. Mark 11:23 says, "Truly I say to you, whosoever say to this mountain, be taken and thrown into the sea, do not doubt in his heart, but believe what he says will come to pass, and it will be done for him." Even the Bible is saying that if you have faith, if you have belief in yourself, if you have belief in God and in yourself that you can do this thing, definitely things will work out well. It will be well with you. The Bible is boosting it. I'm not the one saying it. The Bible is the one saying it. Everything. The Bible even said everything will pass away, but my word will not pass away. So the Bible is constantly there with you. In case if you have any doubt in yourself, just read to the book of Mark 11:23. "Truly I say unto you, whosoever say to this mountain, be taken up and thrown into the sea, does not doubt in his heart, but believe what he says will come to pass, and it will be done for him." So even the Bible is saying it. But before I conclude, I just have a piece of advice. Please don't take doubt as a bad thing. Doubt is not a bad thing. Doubt is never a bad thing. Doubt is a bad thing when you don't want to walk it through. Yes, doubt is a bad thing when you don't want to walk it through. But doubt is not a bad thing. Instead of taking doubt as a bad thing, why don't you walk it through? These are the 5 steps of walking doubt through. First of all, struggling with yourself. Doubt has to do with struggling with yourself. You have to struggle. You have to fight against yourself. Yourself is fighting against yourself, because you have to fight and struggle with yourself. Tell yourself, no, it can be done. See, there are two minds. There are two spirits in the mind. The positive own and negative own. The positive own only speak. The positive own doesn't really speak much, but the negative own speak too much, to the point of it will be telling you or giving you thousands of reasons why you cannot do this. But the positive own will only tell you can do this thing. Think about it. Even remind you of all those things you have been doing. So that is about struggling with yourself. It's about being tested with yourself, testing yourself. After struggling yourself, you have to test yourself. Then you have to teach yourself. People will teach you, but there are most people that even when they are taught, they are still doubting themselves. So the best teaching you can actually get the best decision you can actually get in going through without is teaching yourself. So you first struggle with yourself, test yourself, teach yourself, and train yourself. You struggle with yourself, test yourself, teach yourself, train yourself, and then trust yourself. If you trust yourself is more like, how I say, the foundation. Because when you trust yourself, you can actually do things. You can actually do things that people don't really think that you can do. Forget stature, forget age. You can do things that people don't really think you can do. Okay, at the end of the day, this is where I'll be drawing the curtain. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. I'll be seeing you on my next video. Love you so much. On Mac. Yes. Bye.